Shalom, shalom. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who preach this word in truth and sincerity. Salutations to the sincere and faithful believers who believe on the true names of Yahweh, the Heavenly Father, and Yahweh Shah, the only begotten Son. And according to the scriptures, they are so-called black men. And according to the curses of Deuteronomy, you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, Cubans, Mexicans, Haitians, and Jamaicans are the true 12 tribes of Israel. And the laws, covenants, and promises are exclusively for the nation of Israel. And only a elect remnant of our nation will be saved in the coming tribulations that are coming upon the world to set up the new rulership under Yahweh Shah, the only begotten Son, and the elect of Israel ruling over all nations. All the other heathen nations will be ruled over by Yahweh Shah and the elect of Israel. You know. And we're coming upon the time known as Jacob's trouble, which will consist of martial law, FEMA camps, the RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast, wild beasts devouring people, famine, you know, people are going to be getting killed in the streets. There's going to be uproars of the people, civil wars, race wars, class wars, relationship wars. The Lord is going to bring out the demons from the fourth dimension. There's going to be a time of great judgment, great death. There's going to be a time of fear, man. And a lot of people, they don't want to accept these things, man, but it's prophecy and it's going to happen either way, man. No matter what you're prophesying, the true prophecies are going to come to pass, man. And it ain't going to be no goddamn rapture before the tribulation, man. The elect of our nation will have to go through these tribulations, man. Everyone's going through this, man. Nobody's getting out, man. And if you don't have Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah and the true doctrine as a covering, you're gonna fucking be consumed. And the UK today, they just went into another lockdown, man. That shit's coming over here to America, man. You better believe it, man. And I think the lockdown's gonna last till February, man. These people are not playing with you, man. They're coming for the nation of Israel, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Because the devil knows his time is short, man. They're targeting us, man. I keep saying that and nobody want to realize this shit, man. It's right in your fucking face, man. They're not going nowhere till they get your ass, man. And ultimately they're never going to be able to get the elect because the Lord is going to protect the elect. But the 2/3 of our nation who refuse to turn back to their true heritage of being an Israelite and trying to rehearse the laws and call on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, they're going to be consumed by this devil. And you lower level so-called white man, you Edomites and you other nations, you're going to be collateral damage in this time as well. They're going to they're not targeting you, but you're going to be you're going to be collateral damage, man. Cuz you're just a bottom feeder. Only the elite of the heathens are gonna be good in this time. They don't care about you poor heathens. They're really focused on the nation of Israel trying to wipe us out. And in the midst of that, they're gonna wipe out their own people as well. That's how evil the so-called white man is, man. He'll kill his own people just to get at you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, you Israelites. But they're not going to be successful. But the 2/3 of our nation, which are wicked, and the other heathen nations are going to be consumed in this tribulation to come. And like I said, UK just went on another lockdown, and they're talking about that he has vaccine rollouts. The military is all out there. I've been seeing videos on how the military is already out there in UK, just walking around. Man, they're getting ready to roll on us, man. And you people fucking playing. Get right with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, man. Show fear to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, man, that he may deem you worthy of salvation.
Since the pandemic began last year, the whole United Kingdom has been engaged in a great national effort to fight COVID. And there's no doubt that in fighting the old variant of the virus, our collective efforts were working and would have continued to work. But we now have a new variant of the virus, and it's been both frustrating and alarming to see the speed with which the new variant is spreading. Our scientists have confirmed this new variant is between 50 and 70% more transmissible. That means you're much, much more likely to catch the virus and to pass it on. As I speak to you tonight, our hospitals are under more pressure from COVID than at any time since the start of the pandemic. In England alone, the number of COVID patients in hospitals has increased by nearly a third in the last week, almost 27,000. And that number is 40% higher than the first peak in April. On the 29th of December, more than 80,000 people tested positive for COVID across the UK, a new record. The number of deaths is up by 20% over the last week and will sadly rise further. My thoughts are with all those who lost loved ones. With most of the country already under extreme measures, it's clear that we need to do more together to bring this new variant under control while our vaccines are rolled out. In England, we must therefore go into a national lockdown which is tough enough to contain this variant. That means the government is once again instructing you to stay at home. You may only leave home for limited reasons permitted in law, such as to shop for essentials, to work if you absolutely cannot work from home, to exercise, to seek medical assistance, such as getting a COVID test, or to escape domestic abuse. The full details of what you can and can't do will be available at gov.uk/coronavirus. If you're clinically extremely vulnerable, we're advising you to begin shielding again, and you will shortly receive a letter about what this means for you. And because we now have to do everything we possibly can to stop the spread of the disease, primary schools, secondary schools, and colleges across England must move to remote provision from tomorrow, except for vulnerable children and the children of key workers. Everyone will still be able to access early years settings such as nurseries. We recognize.
See, they're shutting shit down again, man. Everything's getting shut down again, man. And this is Jeremiah chapter 30. I'm gonna start at verse 4. And these are the words that the Lord spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah. For thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Ask ye now, and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So, this is speaking on Jacob's trouble, man. Because this is what's going to happen, man. This is what's going to happen. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, he sees that, the elect of Israel, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are being sealed. And he knows that his time in rulership is ending. So he's finna come and persecute us, man. Now he's starting to ramp this shit back up, man. You think shit's going back to normal 2021? No, man. They're going to lock shit down again. They're getting ready for these vaccine rollouts. I keep saying it. I don't care. You keep people are refusing to take this stuff. They're going to make it hard to even live, man. There's going to be mandates. They're going to start throwing people in detention camps. They're going to start making false accusations, against the prophets of Great Millstone, you know, and Israelites, you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans. They're gonna start throwing you in detention camps, throwing you in prison. You know, they're gonna start rolling out military on foot in in the countries, in the cities. You know, people are going to be getting killed. You know, then the people are going to uproar. It's going to be civil war, man, and it's just going to be all hell, man. Esau Edom, so-called white man. You know how he runs. Order out of chaos, man. So shit's finna go down, man. You know, the Lord's finna bring judgment on this place, on the whole world, man. But he's ultimately gonna destroy America off the face of the earth, man. You know, because while we're going through this martial law, this civil war, you know, it's gonna be wild beasts, it's gonna be, you know, demons, you know. While all that's going on, you know, the Lord is gonna, you know, put the spirit on these other nations, man, and they're gonna go into World War III as well. And then missiles are gonna be shot on this bitch in America. America's gonna be destroyed by the missiles, you know, and the elect will be beamed up out of here in the UFOs, which are the chariots of the Lord, when Yahushua returns. So, man, shit's getting ready to go down, man. We're finna go home, man. But a part of us going back home is Esau Edom, the so-called white man, coming down with great wrath, you know, just so the Lord can pull checkmate on his ass. And this is Revelations 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil, Esau Edom, the so-called white man, you know, these Rothschilds, Rockefellers, DuPonts, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. And when the dragon saw that he was cast unto the earth, you know, being brought out of power, Esau Edom is losing his grip. He sees that. He sees the elect of the nation of Israel, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, waking up to who you are, waking up to your heritage. You know, he sees that his time is short. He persecuted the woman which being Israel, you Israelites, the woman, we're the women of the Lord, you know, according to Jeremiah 6:2. He persecuted the woman which brought forth the man-child being Yahushua Hamashiach, the only begotten son of Yahweh. You know, so he's going to persecute us, man. He's going to come after us, man. But the Lord will protect the elect, you know. See, and the dragon, Esau Edom, the so-called white man, was wroth with the woman, you Israelites, according to Jeremiah 6:2, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed. So with the elect, man, you know, the 2/3 are going to fall victim, but the remnant of her seed is who he's targeting, and those are going to be the people he can't touch, you know, which keep the commandments of Yahweh. So that means the laws aren't done away with, man. You're supposed to be rehearsing them, doing them to the best of your ability, and that's where grace falls in at, you know, which keep the commandments of Yahweh and have the testimony of Yahushua Hamashiach. You know, and the testimony of Yahushua HaMashiach is the spirit of prophecy, you know. And for these people, these pastors telling you, man, of a fucking rapture in which, you know, you're not going to be here during tribulation, you know, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about, man. We're going to have to prove our faith during this time, man. This tribulation is going to test your faith, you know. So, you know, us believers in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, who believe on the true doctrine, we have to gird up our loins, man, because now it's going to be time to put our faith to the test and prove to the Lord that we truly believe in him, you know, because we're going to have to go through these things, man. We got to have faith that he's going to get us through, you know. We ain't disappearing nowhere, man. We going through this shit, man. We got to go through this shit to prove our faith, man. See, this is Acts 14:22. Confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. So through much tribulation are we going to inherit the kingdom, you know, where we're going to rule alongside Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. So they lying, you know, through much tribulation. So that proved my point. And with that, I'm going to say shalom, shalom. Until the next one, Israel. Stay strong.